City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.
Hello and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight as we roll along here in the second half of Season 10 of City Spotlight. Another Season 10 episode featuring two communities. The two communities being featured in this episode are Villa Grove and Mattoon. In the second part of this episode, we'll have a feature in Mattoon on the Lift Building in downtown Mattoon, and how students from across Central Illinois are learning valuable skills. And to kick off this episode here in Season 10 of City Spotlight, we are back in Villa Grove for a second time here in Season 10 at the grand opening of the new Villa Grove Community Center. We'll give you a first-hand look at this new facility on the south end of Villa Grove. And that's how we'll kick off this Season 10 episode of City Spotlight at the grand opening of the Villa Grove Community Center.
Jackie Athey is going to open our grand opening celebration with a few words.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Jackie, I'm the administrator. This is actually Bethany Soroka's speech. She's worked so hard this week, she's worked her voice gone nearly. So even though it says I am Bethany, this is Bethany. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and members of our beloved community, I'm honored and thrilled to stand before you today as we celebrate the grand opening of the new Villa Grove Community Center. For those of you that don't know me, I am Bethany Soroka, the Director of the Community Programs and Services, and I'm proud to represent this building and all recreational activities for the city. This is a momentous occasion that marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and collaboration from individuals and organizations across our community. This community center is more than just a building. It is a hub for connection, growth, and well-being. It is a space where people of all ages, backgrounds, and abilities can come together to engage in a wide range of activities, programs, and events that promote physical activity, mental health, and social interaction. Beyond just being a place for recreation, the center symbolizes our community's commitment to fostering a sense of unity, belonging, and supporting for one another. This is a testament to the power of coming together to create something truly special that enriches the lives of all who enter its doors. In this space, children will have the opportunity to explore their creativity, adults will be able to stay active and fit, and seniors will have another place to gather and socialize with their peers. My hope is that this center will be a place where friendships are formed, memories made, and lives are transformed. I want to express my deepest gratitude to all those who contributed to making this dream a reality, the donors, builders, architects, volunteers, and community members who gave their time, resources, and expertise to bring this center to life. Your generosity and dedication have helped complete a truly remarkable facility that will benefit generations to come. As we embark on this new chapter together, let us embrace this center as a symbol of Villa Grove's strength, resilience, and spirit of togetherness. Let us make the most of this space and continue to cultivate a sense of unity and camaraderie that will sustain us for years to come. Thank you all for being part of this historic moment, and I look forward to seeing the incredible impact the new community center has in our city. Here's to a bright future filled with joy, health, and connection. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. Now I'd like to welcome Mayor Cassandra for a few words.
Thank you, Jackie.
Bethany.
I'm a little emotional today, so you'll have to bear with me. You know I don't have a few words, right? So, welcome to the grand opening of the Villa Grove Community Center. We are thankful to the many people who have been with us every step of the way so that this day would finally come. I am Cassandra Eversole-Gunter, the Mayor of Villa Grove. On behalf of myself and Villa Grove City Council, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming out today. I would like to take a moment to recognize some of the people who have helped bring this moment to fruition. I'm sure I'm going to miss someone, so I apologize in advance. It was quite a team that put this project together. First of all, I would like to thank Jackie Athey. She has spent 10 years on this project. That is a long time. Thank you, Jackie, for preparing the grant application and tracking this project and her 10 years of determination in seeing this project through. I'd like to thank Chapin Rose and Congresswoman Mary Miller, who have been a constant, unwavering support for our community. I'd like to thank the Illinois Department of Natural Resources that we received the grant from for this building in 2014 and then again in 2017, same grant. Bethany, thank you for the countless hours of dedication and attention to every last detail from start to finish. I can't say enough about the level of expertise and professionalism that she has brought to this project. We are fortunate to have her in charge of this facility and our recreational programs and our parks. She is amazing, and I encourage you to get to know her. Every department has played a very important role in this process. Mark Meixel is the Director of Public Works, and his department has supported Bethany in this project and will continue to do a great job as we move forward. We have the utmost confidence in our Public Works Department. So many of us, city-wise, no matter what our roles are, have been out here helping. We have a great team. I cannot say that enough. I'm really proud of every department. We have our senior services, Melanie out here. She's been a big help to Bethany. Even the police chief has been out here lending a hand. So last but not least, I would like to recognize our city council. They are a very dedicated group. I respect them and appreciate their constant devotion to this project and to other projects that they have managed for Villa Grove. I would like to call them forward so that you know who they are. Tony Hooker, Matt Pingburn, Carrie Cheeley, Boots Blaney, Gilbert Nieto III, Derek Johnson, and I'd like for Michelle Osborne to come forward. She's still here. She's the clerk, and she often says I'm just the clerk, but she's not just the clerk. She's a very important part of our team. So, well, I think we're ready to cut this ribbon and go see the building. We have cake available, some refreshments, some drinks, but most of all, tour this beautiful building, ask any questions that you might have, and we are glad you're here. Thank you. Are we ready?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, girl.
Thank you.
What'd you say?
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Marty, let me see that. We missed it. I wish you would have walked up with the alderman. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm so sorry. Are you going to take one with my phone?
So I'm Tony Hooker. I'm an alderman for the city of Villa Grove, and this facility's been a long time coming, and hopefully it will become the heart and soul of our town just like the old one was.
This is a humongous day for the community, and you are a native of the community, I understand.
I am, yes. I've lived here since 1968, except for when I was in the service.
So you were telling me off camera earlier, you remember the times that you had in the previous community building?
Absolutely.
So for you, this brings back memories then and good memories moving forward.
Absolutely. The old community building was the heart and soul of Villa Grove, and we used to have an alumni dance there. And I actually danced my first dance with my wife about 1985 in the old community center. And my hope is, moving forward, people from Villa Grove can have that sort of life-changing experience in this building.
Not every community, regardless of size, is able to have something like this happen, whether it be the first iteration or in this case, the second community center. Moving forward, you're a native, you're an alderman, so you have your hands full circle on this. What does this do for the community moving forward?
So I think our vision is for it to be of value not only to our town, but to the whole region. This can be a regional center for physical activity and fun. Kids can come over here and shoot hoops. There should be all kinds of programming. So hopefully it will just be of value to our community and to the area for generations.
And to see, obviously this is a grand opening, so the turnout is pretty spectacular. What's it like to be a native of the community and see this many people show up to open this new facility up?
People of Villa Grove care. The people of Villa Grove support nice things. They support each other. It doesn't surprise me at all that there would be this much interest in this new facility.
Anything else you'd like our general viewing area to know about this day and what day it is for Villa Grove?
Come out, enjoy the facility, take advantage of it, and see for yourself. If you have doubts, if you question it, come out and see it for yourself, and I think you're going to be impressed.
Can you give us a little history of how long this has been in the works?
This has been in the works for over 10 years. So I've only been here since last March, but the grant writing and all of the applications have taken over a decade. So there was an old community building that was completely different than what we have, but that was a place for gathering, and this center is just it amplified, and the town has been missing it. It got demolished it actually closed in 2005 and was demolished in 2016. So we have our community building stone wall over there, which has the original sign from it, but this is the only place like this in Douglas County, so it makes it extra special to community members, but also those surrounding communities as well.
See this kind of turnout? I know it's a grand opening and you probably expected this. To see this kind of turnout from the community, how does that make you feel?
Awesome. Like, I'm so glad everyone's excited about it. That I knew there was going to be a lot of people, but I did not expect this many right off the bat, because it's a long day event, so I thought it would be a little more sporadic, but that's okay. It's great. I hope it's like this all day.
What is a facility like this do for a community of this size?
Yes, it just brings everybody together. There's so many options for ages, all abilities. My hope is that it's got a place that everybody can be together in. So whether it's being active or just socializing.
Tell me what your role is with this new community center moving forward.
Yep, so I will be overseeing all the activities and the facility itself, but I'm also in charge of all the outdoor recreation programs as well. So I'll be creating any indoor things we have over the fitness area, bringing in those instructors, and just maintaining the building to make sure that it's here to last and we take good care of it.
I know this is the first day it's officially open to the community. Is there one aspect of it that wows you the most over another?
You mean like the event, or do you mean the building?
We're talking about an aspect of the community center. Like, it's open now, you've been here pretty much every day. Now that it's open, what can you say, what part of it physically wows you?
I mean, I would say having that original community building sign up there is awesome, and that's what is drawing the crowd in, is they remember that from growing up and being here. It's our donor wall, so it has everyone's names that have contributed. And it's just that wall, right? You walk in and you see it. Overjoyed. Like, they're excited that a town this size can have a building like this in it. It really is unheard of to be this small of a city and get a building of this magnitude.
My name's McLean Schaefer. I'm the director here at LIFT. LIFT is a regional innovation and technology center here in Mattoon. We serve up to 28 different schools in our region and 7 different career pathways, each connected to industry credentials, certifications, dual credits, workplace experiences, and internships, just to name a few things.
This is year 2 of LIFT. Have you been the director for both years?
Yes, yep, year 2, and I've had the blessing and the privilege of being here to be the director for those 2 years.
For our audience at home, give us a little background about yourself,
Yeah.
whether where you're from or your previous endeavors before you came to LIFT.
Yeah, absolutely. Graduate of Charleston High School in 2003. Great time there. I did some time in the military, so it was a little late getting started in college, but my first job was at Mattoon High School as a social science teacher, and worked there before taking a assistant principal position at Effingham High School for a year. Came back to Mattoon as the principal of Williams Elementary School, where I served for 4 years and loved that position, and then was offered the incredible opportunity to come and open a brand new regional innovation and technology center. So sometimes I got to pinch myself.
What got you excited about being a part of something brand new?
Yeah, I think the blank slate in which to create something that has been a discussion in our region for decades. I was never a part of those conversations directly, but how everything worked out. To be able to lead this initiative was no small task and no small undertaking for sure. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but the most rewarding thing that I've ever done in my life. And it's still progressing and still moving forward and still areas to grow, but we're figuring it out and just blessed with the opportunity to serve not only just Mattoon community, but our entire region. Currently, we have 16 schools that are actively enrolled at LIFT. We could serve up to 28, so we're just scratching the surface. We know growth is coming, and it has been since our first year. So,
Christy, finally, great to be inside with you at the LIFT building. I know this is year 2 for the LIFT program. I remember talking outside with Christy and Tim there on the Mattoon High School football field. How is it going year 2?
It's amazing. I'm so happy to be here with you too. On the other side of that dream vision, it's reality now. As you said, we are in year 2. We are seeing amazing outcomes for kids. It's transforming lives. We've got kids from all communities around coming and enjoying this space, learning from our facilitators, and just experiencing what it means to lead and explore in pathways in this region. So it's been fabulous.
Let's brag a little bit about your LIFT director, who we've also have in this feature.
Yes, McLean is just the best. I mean, his energy is fantastic. He understands the vision for what we've been trying to create as an entire region for the last 30 years. He's all about, we like to say, find a way to say yes, right? So clearing the path so when students come to us with ideas for ways to improve their community and use their learning in authentic ways that make a difference, he works really hard on their behalf and on the behalf of their facilitators to find ways to make those things possible. And that spirit of innovation and creativity is really making a difference in our high school leaders as they think about who they are now and who they want to be as they graduate and leave us here from LIFT.
Since when I had that first talk with Christy and Tim about the program getting started, I've interviewed numerous superintendents and educators in other communities across our central Illinois and southeastern Illinois area, and they have students at the LIFT program. They referenced it. I didn't even really have to prompt them to talk about what other programs are your students involved in. And they said such wonderful things about LIFT. When I tell you that, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel amazing. And thankful for the relationships that we have with our colleagues across the region. You know, we all share this vision for creating students who are ready to go out and just achieve their dreams and make a difference. And so the fact that we've been able to come together to serve students in this way is really, really meaningful. It's important, and it's been really neat to see students form these relationships with friends from other communities.
Yes.
Going to each other's sporting events, cheering each other on in all of their endeavors. Our film festival that we just had a couple months ago, we had families from all over the region in the building, and for them to see like this is an opportunity for my students as well as students here in Mattoon. It's this recognition of when we all come together, we all benefit. And so we're thankful for the relationships and the friendships that we have with area superintendents, school boards, who are willing to say yes and give kids this opportunity.
Yeah, that's our mission. That's what we're called to do. That's our purpose. That's why we're here. When this building was being renovated and opened up, the facilitator team, sometimes we talk and joke about we assembled the Avengers because they really are the dream team. But we just kind of got really real and said that this is a beautiful building. We've got great technology. We've got state-of-the-art equipment. It's all great. But without outcomes, it's a facade. Right, without having the outcomes and the actual certifications and the job opportunities and the students that don't know what they want to do for the rest of their life, that then discover that find purpose, that develop as leaders, that do things they never thought they could do before. Without those stories, then it is a facade. And so we're just thrilled that those stories from superintendents, from our constituents, from those who helped conceptualize and build LIFT, the hundreds of fingerprints that went into this place to make it happen. When we hear those success stories and that, hey, what you're doing is making a difference, like all the work and all the effort and all the energy is worth it.
Tell me about your staff.
Yeah, so our staff is, they're all employees of Mattoon School District, and some of them come to us from years in industry and are experts in their field and have stepped up to be able to lead the charge. And some come from a traditional background of education and our traditional background of teaching and everywhere in between. And so, like I said, we refer to them as the Avengers. They are the dream team. They do make everything happen without having champions of the program champions. The great things won't happen. So their knowledge and expertise within their pathways and how they're networking with business and industry partners and learning more about certifications and continuing to grow and press and innovate, right? That's in our title. Without those people to do that, then we wouldn't be where we are today.
Outside, so basically we're just going to trim it down to where it just leaves these letters, and then we're going to cut at the top to have holes where you can put in a pencil. So basically it's just going to be a pencil holder. Just a really nice one. But
This one, yeah.
yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. I've actually never worked with this one before, so this will be really cool. And he drafted it, so basically he drew it, and then now I'm just programming it, adding bits in it, and we're gonna go to the machine out there, type in the stuff, and then we'll be good. We'll be good to go.
It's pretty cool. Thank you.
How's it looking so far? I think we found it. I think we found. You think so? Well, this is getting the main top part done.
Year 1 to year 2, what kind of growth did you see from year 1 to year 2?
Yeah, so year 1 we opened the doors and we were a week late from being able to come into LIFT because of construction finishing up, but it went great. We had 103 students enrolled from 12 different schools in our first year, and we're just thrilled beyond measure to be able to serve that many in our first year. We didn't really have an idea. We had some goals on kind of what we wanted to grow. In year 2, now we're sitting at 182 students, so we've seen about 80% growth, and just expect it to continue. We hope that it continues. Growth is important, but opportunities for kids and for our region is why we're here, to serve our communities, to serve our regional schools, to be partners in education, and really to help make our region a better place.
And it's students from 16 different school districts. That is a big number. And as McLean told me, you still have room to grow, that you could reach a higher level than that, but 16 in year 2.
I know, we're really proud of that. I think that again speaks to the relationships and the trust between districts, recognizing that, again, our region benefits when we all work together.
Yes.
And so, yeah, that's a big number. We still have room to grow. We're excited about our youth programming and students coming up through the middle school who've kind of known Lift has always been a possibility.
Right.
We have kids who are wanting to come to summer programming, who want to see this on exploratory days. We had one community have their entire sophomore class come for a tour day here at Lift, just so that they had an opportunity to see what experiences awaited them during their junior and senior year. So yeah, we have room to grow, but we are thrilled with the numbers. We've doubled our enrollment since last year.
What particular goals moving forward do you have for the program? This is year 2. I talked to you and Tim before it, like right before year 1 started. So what are the goals for, say, year 3 and 4?
Yeah. So in years 3 and 4, we want to continue being responsive and adaptive to our sending school's needs. So recognizing that schedules may need to change based on what people need. So we're always looking at ways to better serve students and communities. So that's 1. 2, we want to keep growing our enrollment. And so we have all kinds of initiatives and goals related to that. Our +1 initiative is how can you impact one more person and have them have an experience that can change their life. We'd love to see continuation of expanded programming in after school hours. So in years 4 and beyond, we're looking at adult education programming. So what would that be like if you could come to a cooking class on the culinary arts floor, right?
I have started cooking a little bit more at home, so there you go.
All right, well, we need you here on the 6th floor. So some of those adult ed classes, some of our displaced workforce, some training, those sorts of things are ways we'd like to continue utilizing this building for the community and for the region's benefit as well.
It is an amazing building. As I was telling somebody before we hit the record button, I never came in this building when it was the consolidated building before, but it is so colorful and bright. And as you told me, yellow is your favorite color.
It is my favorite color, yes, and it's just such an inspiring, invigorating environment. We also love that it's so open. It really has the feel of a college campus where students are able to move and use the spaces that they need to use for the learning that they're doing. We're trying to create learners who understand their needs so that when they graduate and we aren't there with them, they can advocate for themselves and they can learn and grow effectively. So those are some of our goals too, right? Continue bringing kids in, letting them experience the space, but also let our community come in, whether it's guest speakers, guest lecturers, and let our kids go out through internships and work-based experiences. But certainly when people come in, they have a similar reaction that it is very visually appealing and it feels good to be here.
City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.